Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory, yes. Back on here, back on good old Satisfactory on our modded playthrough. And if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video, along with a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager. So you can download and install mods for yourself, yes. So back on here, pretty much going to be seeing what I had done in between episodes. I actually got quite a bit done. In regards of what we talked about at the end of the last episode, which if you weren't here, basically we kind of ran into this issue where we're just kind of running out of room for the rail yard that we're trying to create, and needed to build up a bunch of foundation stuff, and that stuff is kind of boring to watch being built, so I just decided to do it off camera, and that's what I had said I was going to do in between episodes, and I actually got quite a bit of it done. I didn't get everything done that I wanted, but yeah, I got as much of it as I could done. And the reason we're over here is so that I don't forget that we need to pull the modular engines out of these manufacturers and then put them into this little box. So we're currently at 400. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're currently at 400 out of 500, so one more round of these going, and then they will be done. So that'll be probably Monday's episode, if I had to say when it was. Yeah, that'll be Monday's episode. We'll move on to Phase 4 next week, which will be awesome. Phase 4, Tiers 7 and 8. Only 453 hours later. Damn. We have been here a long time. I am getting a lot better at building, though, as far as speed and stuff like that. For the most part, I think. I think I've definitely gotten much better throughout this series, and definitely have taken on a lot. As you can clearly see, like the beginning of the city, the stuff we started with, the first like couple hundred hours, you see it's just mostly gray boxes. I mean, most of it's still mostly gray boxes, but then you see like over here, you come over here, you got this weird looking dome building that we built for the modular or for the adaptive control units. We've got this airplane hangar looking thing that's got has its own like little drive-in where you could pick up. I mean, it's not connected. It's mostly for show, but where you could actually walk in there and inspect the materials, the computers and stuff coming out of the factories and stuff like that. And you've got the plastic and rubber factories over here that look like gigantic storage warehouses you would find in a storage warehouse district. And stuff like that. So that's like our later builds. And then we've got this giant oil tower, which is a water tower essentially, but instead of water, it's oil. Which all the oil gets pumped up to there, and then it uses the fluids, natural gravity that the game uses, or is able to use, and then it flows all the oil to these pipes at maximum speed, which just basically means we don't need pumps. And then of course you got over here, you've got the storage for you got the storage for the heavy oil and stuff like that. So yeah, you got quite a bit going on. And yeah, we've definitely been putting in the work, haven't we? Everybody that has stuck with me throughout since the beginning of this series, man, we have put in the work into this city. And we're not even showing off, like, it would take all episode just to show off what we currently have going. That's the fuel train there going by. Yep, and then the oil pipes come over here, and they also make fuel as well. So, and then we got our fuel storage on this side of that gigantic train station we got going on. Looks like we're gonna. Oh my gosh, we have to wait for a train. Holy crap. Come on, train, get out of the way. Beep. Got places to be. We don't have to wait for the train. We could just drive around somewhere, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, and we got all the roads painted and stuff like that too. So it's we've done quite a lot. And then yeah, we've up over here with all this glass. We've got the We've got the circuit board factory, which takes up this entire area. You can see that can't see the circuit boards being made right now because they're all kind of backed up, but definitely see the circuit boards in there, which is really cool. A lot of natural light in that building, and you could already see you could already see what I see up over here, what I've been working on. Just climb the sidewalk here real quick. And you can see this massive platform I got kind of hovering. Like I said, I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done, and we got some autosave lag, of course, but I didn't get done everything I wanted to get done, which is unfortunate. It's just how it is. That autosave is getting longer and longer. But I think at this point it's also partial to the game. But yes, I did redo that. You can now see this area has been raised up like we talked about in the previous episode. It has all been raised up, and you can see I made the road bigger as well. I moved the sidewalk, or put a sidewalk on the right side, because that was 3 foundations wide with no sidewalk. So I made it to 2 foundations wide with the sidewalk, and then I just decided, you know what, it's just easier because of how big the intersection up there has to be for the train, that I'll just put a road on the other side. I mean, why not? Yeah, we'll take a look at the pipes real quick first. Of course, those have turned black as well because of the color bug. But yeah, I got all the pipes done, going all the way down. Got electricity going all the way down. So a lot of the pipe work that we did have is probably still underneath there. Most of it's still underneath there. I can actually guarantee that. But it's mostly underneath there. And it's all still buried. But yeah, we got brand new pipes and no pumps this time, so not a million pumps going along the pipeline. So, and I moved a bit of the electricity and stuff like that too. So, we'll just go the way of the train up here. Climbing back up here, I might hop on this train, just to kind of show you. Actually, nah, we'll drive down. Why not? Then we can stop and look at stuff. We got that bit, because that's the fuel train and oil train line network, train network connected up to here, so I can then connect to the rail yard. Which we did that, we showed that off last time, what I did in between episodes. But that was just so that we could, I just did all this just so that we could continue on kind of right where we left off, essentially, the episode. Yeah, you can see this massive intersection I've got going on here. It's really crazy. Basically, when you're on either side track, you can go straight, you can go right, and you can go left. And that's how it is for every bit of it. And then, yeah. So 3 is the maximum connection for these tracks. If you actually look, oh, sorry, truck. If you actually try to hit the switch here, you can see these are going straight, left or right. Yeah. Yeah, that's the maximum connection you can have. But yep, I did extend this all the way down. I also finished, finally, I did finish the bridge here, this sloped bridge. I might do more to it later on, but I'm going to consider this finished so that I can put it to bed. Don't go down here while it's raining or while it's snowing or icy or anything like that. You'll gain too much speed and just go flying. But yeah, I also redid the intersection here as well, so this has been, and yeah, as you can see too, the train station has been shifted over, or it hasn't been shifted over, it's been extended over to the left here, as well, in order to accommodate the extra road. So basically you would come in here, and then you would stop, park, or whatever, and then you could turn around right on top of the tracks here. So yeah, just completely redone this area as well. Spent quite a few hours in this area, so it's been interesting. I wonder if I could slide right on by here. Yeah. So this still slopes down, but it's actually I think 1 to 2 foundations over. Not exactly sure, but I did move it over and whatnot, and expanded this out a bit, so now it goes this way and what's not, I guess. I guess we could go out this way, can we? Huh. Did I never remove this? Why did I never remove this? I'm removing it now. Because it's no longer needed. Oh, I guess I missed that. There we go. Nice. Okay, so now you can just walk right on in. And we can go to here. So the only reason I'm over here is just to show you the supports. So these are the mega supports that I did. Made out of the foundation, the steel beam ones. Yeah, it goes uphill all the way like this, and I put rounded pieces on here, and then these foundations just go into the water because you don't put steel or iron in water. That's generally a bad move, unless it's stainless. Stainless steel, I still wouldn't submerge it in water for long periods. But anyway, yeah. So these are the basic supports. We could probably just go down here and we'll find our way out. It's fine. Take us a little swim. So I expanded all this down here, and then I even put. We're just taking a little swim here. I even put a side piece on these. I don't know why I can't see the. Oh, there we go. That's weird. But you can go below the water surface, and then you can't see it. Yeah, we even put a like a sidewall going all the way up. That way, they can give that like a lip. Since we've got a sidewalk there now, and it's probably best if there's even if there wasn't a sidewalk, but a little lip that sticks up 1 meter above. So it's almost like a concrete guardrail going all the way up there. And then, yeah, I just use rounded pieces, and I use these flat basic walls to get this look as well. Because when you put these up against a foundation, they have a little bit of a lip to them that stick out. So I just put some walls there, and actually made it look pretty good. So um, yeah, these are the gigantic supports that do that. And that also, since I had to expand it over and move over the supports slightly, that did bring the supports away from touching the well house that's over there. So there is that. So yeah, quite a bit has been done. Like I said, I spent a lot of hours in this area. It was not fun. Um, I would say not fun as in it was tedious, I should say. I don't know why I'm going around this way. I could have around the other way would have been faster. Well, it was not fun because it was very, very tedious. A lot of this was very, very tedious, and you probably already noticed it as well. If you have a keen eye, you were looking at the pipes. You just happened to be looking at the pipes while I was by them or near them. We'll go take a look at that in a second here too. Once we get up there. Oops. Oh, I never. I don't think it. Well, does it matter? I don't think I put a foundation over there though. I think I have to. I'm gonna have to put like this here. Thought I had finished this area. There we go. I wonder if I could turn it to concrete as well, so it's not... Yeah, that works. Yeah. The reason I can't go over further is because it's, This should all be concrete, by the way. Yeah, why isn't this concrete? This is the sidewalk. Oh, it's because the sidewalk is further up. Alright. Just so we keep within the theme. Both sides. So that's the sidewalk and that's the sidewalk. Okay. There. That looks better. Like I said, that I'd finished with this area. But yeah, it's been expanded over this way, so we've got these bridges, so you can still drive down here if you are with a vehicle, or you can still walk around. The creatures can still get around, things like that. Alright, we'll head back up in here, up into the train station where our truck is, with some autosave lag, and then we'll show you the pipe work I did. Now this was the most annoying portion. There we go. Yeah, I think partially that's my computer, but other partially too that the autosave still would take a minute, like probably half as long as that. They would still take a little bit because of how much we have in this game so far. So I moved the pipes up here in order to get them to go uphill, but you're probably looking at this going, wait a minute, how are those pipes angled like that? Like, how do they go straight, perfectly angled? Because let me show you what normally happens. So normally, so what am I doing? Normally, we'll just do it. We'll do it with the 9. So normally, what happens when you got 2 of these on a slope like this? This is what happens right here. As you can see, it goes straight. It goes flat for a second, and then it goes uphill. There's no real way around this. That's auto. That's auto 2D, noodle, and horizon with vertical. So auto 2D is probably your best option, but it still has this little slope to it, and it still has to flatten out. But if you look at these supports here that I have created, you can see that these supports are angled like this, and this is very, very clever, but unfortunately it cannot be done without mods. You have to have the micromanager mod in order to accomplish something like this. And what these are actually wall supports. One is straight up, or one is right side up. The bottom one is upside down, so it puts them together in a fashion, and then moved in order to go inside the support like this currently. And all of these are all the same way. And the way I accomplished this was just basically I had a let's see, where is it? We'll go to walls. Yeah, I used a 4-meter wall, placed it next to this 2-meter slope here, which is a 4-meter ramp, double ramp, but it's a 2-meter slope. It's at 2 meters. So, and I placed it next to that, and then used the micromanager to then slope the wall to it from a 4-meter, because that's a 4-meter sloped wall. There is no 2-meter sloped walls, unfortunately. Because if you, what's curious about these walls, these sloped walls is, just place one down just as demonstration, is when you put a wall support on here, look what happens to the wall support. It leans. Now you're probably thinking, oh, well, I could have done this with the 5, actually. I could have done this instead. And I'll show you what happens with these too. These are not great. That is the smallest slope you can go, and it's actually, the slope is 2 meters, but it kind of does this little bending thing, and it doesn't matter how long it is, how short it is, it's always going to do this little bending thing that it does. So that's why I didn't use that either, because that just wasn't the look I was going for. So I spent hours putting this together. Because it was not perfect and things just weren't working right, and it was just annoying. But I did finally get there. I did manage to acquire the look I wanted, and whatnot. Need to reconnect this. Here. There we go. That way that's fully connected. Okay. That's just in case I Even though, yeah, the railways bring power, I got a power line there in case I ever delete the tracks. Everything will still have power, so no biggie there. Yeah, and that gave me the accomplished look that I want of a perfectly sloped. I don't know why, but for some reason, it just it's not easy to do sloped pipe in this game. It just doesn't work half the time like you want it to, unfortunately. I don't know why my truck is glitching out. Weird. Oh, are we gonna run out of coal before you hit the top? Now we're good. Come on, drop those gears. Anyway, back up here. I know that was quite a long little section of what we were doing and stuff like that, but yeah, that was just to kind of show off what I've been up to. So yes, I did provide on my, for the most part, on my thing where I said I was going to get all of the foundations placed, um, and stuff like that, so we could just continue right where we left off, which was figuring out where we were going to put our train stations and how we were going to do that. So, yeah, it's just one of them things, man. So I think we should probably start off with the five, or with the train stations that we need, or with the 5 car trains, because we can expand this way pretty darn far, um, and stuff like that. So we can have the thing I wanted to do was I wanted to have um, at least 3. I think it is. Is it 3? At least 3 foundations on either side of the trains, because train stations they're 2 meters in length. I'm gonna say length because that's not width. Width is side to side, and along with the track is the length. So 2 foundations lengthways, and we need the train station plus the 5 cars, which will be um, uh, 10 plus the 12, so that's 12 foundations, and then plus at least 3 foundations either side, so that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We could have 4 foundations, 19 and 20, so we have a little bit of room, so our tracks aren't up against the outer edge. So we could go 20 on this side and then see how that fares, and whatnot. I think that's what I already did, but I'm not sure. So we're gonna use the mass dismantler's check. Now we're at 17. All right. And we're out of concrete. Of course I am. I'm always out of concrete. I have like, if you were to completely destroy this entire city, you would probably have about 100 storage, 100 of the industrial size storage containers full of concrete. I have used so much concrete, and I just keep running out. I also grabbed a bunch more computers and frames and such too. I think this stuff burns slower. I think the solid. This is what's weird, right? Like, I have solid biofuel in these trucks, and they seem to last a lot longer than the coal does. You would think the coal would last longer inside here, but no. Oh, that's the other thing too. We got to build a factory on. We got to build a factory to make metal canisters, and we got to make a. Well, they're plastic. They're called plastic in this game, but they're metal canisters. Come on now. They don't make plastic copies to make them look like metal. If you want to say they're plastic, they're canisters, they should be painted a color. I don't know, paint them white until they go into what they're going to do. But anyway, and we also need to build a factory to package fuel Um, and I have another idea, another kind of build that really doesn't serve a huge function. That doesn't serve a function as far as factories go, but it serves a function as far as a city goes. Um, that we have this area where we can send the packaged fuel to, and stuff like that too. I think that would be really really cool. And then maybe we'll have like a truck delivering it as well. That would be really cool. Something like that anyway. But yeah, so let's grab ourselves some stuff, some concrete. Yeah, just a few bits of extra rows of foundation here, and we're already wasting like hundreds, just hundreds of concrete, man. Um, I don't remember. Probably gonna have to tear down that tree. Oh, you can see just how long this autosave takes. It takes even longer for the natural or for the hard saves as well. Man, is it even called hard saving anymore? Like saving without auto saving. Like yeah, you get the auto saves, and then you've got what they call hard saves, which are just straight up saving the game. I remember that used to be a thing, and that used to be like a very important thing because you could never trust. At least at the time, you couldn't trust autosaves because autosaves could be very easily corrupted. Like they worked when they worked, but they didn't always work. Another tree. I'm trying to use the area effect to not chop down too much of the jungle. Oh hey, there's the old piping system. I need to get rid of that. At least the stuff that's visible to me. Yeah, that's the old water piping system. It actually was inefficient, which is odd. I think it might have been between updates, between update because we had this. I think we had this pipeline around update 6. Something very wacky happened around there. I remember having pipes that were very very strange. Like something weird happened. I cannot remember. It's been too long now, but we had something weird happen where remember all my pipes broke. They were Mark II, but for some reason they just were not working as Mark II pipes. They said Mark II, but it was doing Mark I, something like that. I know it's very very strange. Oh, I can get my motors back as well. Uh oh, I think I'm full up on. Yeah. Oh crap! And I don't have a vehicle to put this in. Okay. Yeah, I need to go empty my inventory a little bit. I have a little too much in my inventory. So we'll just run over to the truck and then we'll find a, actually, do I have enough for a sink? I might have enough for a sink. I could just sink this stuff, since we're working on this side. Yeah. That's under special. Awesome sink. And we got power right here too, so. And then we just need normal storage container. Actually, I wish I could like control and replace it. That would be really cool. Be a nice little touch. Now we use a massive one because I could, just in case. I can always get it back, so it's not like it's gone forever. You know. We just need a bit of power. There we are. Yeah, I have some leaves. many leaves. Yeah, I'll get rid of a stack of computers. I think I pulled too much anyway. Stack of motors too, sure. A couple stacks of frames. I think I pulled way too much. I just grabbed, basically, is what happened. I don't need these 5 leaves either. You know what's funny too is I have not looked at the Awesome Sync in what seems like probably around 100 hours, if not more. Quite seriously. I have not looked at the Awesome Sync and how many tickets I have in a long time, and I've been syncing rubber and plastics. So the entire time that we've started doing that, I have never stopped. So I could have 100 tickets or 200 tickets. But just tickets aren't really useful to me unless I need the overclocking cores. Yeah, I was wondering what that little box was. Just like, what the heck? I'm gonna have to go up and grab that, unfortunately. All right, now we can delete. There's another crate here somewhere. Where? In here? Oh, false. In here, behind the wall. Yeah, there you are. You can see him on the radar. No, just messing around. I mean, it's Friday, so um, you know, got to do a little messing around. I'll grab that box in a minute. Just want to delete all these pipes. Oh, whoops. How did I accidentally delete that? Oh, I deleted a few bits. Oh, either that or I forgot to put them down when I was redoing this area. Yeah, I think I just forgot to refix all that. There we go. Yeah, this was the old, still part of the old piping system. Just that and that and that. There we go. Is that about right here? Glad to be rid of it, though. The old piping system, I wasn't too happy with it anyway. Yeah, it just wasn't all that great. I mean, it looked okay. Alrighty. Okay. And then we'll just... Perfect. Oop, not perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Probably accidentally got rid of one of my roads. Yeah, that's the other unfortunate thing. I'll have to fix that eventually too. But the other unfortunate thing is if you delete a road, I'll show you what happens. You end up losing the paint or the design that's on it. It's around here somewhere. Which one did I accidentally, or not accidentally, but which one did I delete? It was maybe one of these. Oh, maybe it was underneath this. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay, cool. So anyway, back over here. Now that we've kind of gotten our stuff back, a little bit of it anyway. Oh, there's more crates. Uh-oh. There's many more crates. How long was that going on? Where are the crates at? They're not in the wall here. What the heck? Hello? I feel like I've been here before. Have we been here before? I think we've been here before. Where we were like searching for crates inside of the foundations. Yeah, probably. There's another crate this way as well. It's underneath this sidewalk here. Huh? It's underneath here. Ah. What? Where's this crate? Like on top of it here. I don't understand where this crate's at. That track there? There's a few crates over here, but where are they? They gotta be in the roof here, right? Yeah. They're there. So they're up there. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to repaint. Um, oh, there's two foundations up. Oh, there it is. So that explains those two. Um, okay, I think we're out of crates now. All right, now that we know they are where they are, we can go ahead and fix that. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to repaint all that. Oh well. Spent half the episode just looking for crates. Ugh. Well, that does get rid of that, though, at least. They're not on the radar now. There's one rod in there. What? Two rods in that one. All that for like 3 rods. Why? It's like, dang it, now you guys get to see how everything was built. I'm not complaining. It's just fine. Yeah, so then we'll put a foundation there. And we'll put a foundation there. And this was a 2-meter ramp. 2 1-meters. And then that was a wall there. Underneath that. Yeah, there we go. Yep, I'll have to repaint it, unfortunately, but it's okay. Finally, at least we got rid of that. Okay, now back to back to what we were doing. Like, we're already probably over halfway through the episode. It happens. Sometimes you gotta deviate from the plan, man. Finish building this foundation, and then we can put our train stations down. I mean, why not, right? Like I said, it is a Friday. It's just one of those. It's gonna be one of them Fridays where it's just like just waiting for the weekend to come. It's not that playing this game is like working a 9-to-5 job. You know, it's not that. I like that at all. Not even close. I know because I've been there. um, Luckily, I can do a bit more of what I want. Still restricted on time most of it, but I can do a bit more. So we want a train station. Hold on, I gotta count. Let's see, we need 12 out of this 20 for foundations. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna color. So it should be here, here, at least here. And then is this going to be the 12 that we designate for train stations? No. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I think it is. No. Okay, so it's going to be like that then? 1, 2, 3, 4? I'm not exactly sure. I think we need 3 on either side though, definitely. Because we're going to need, let's see, one thing we can do is we need to be able to at least go a full angle here, like this, and be able to go straight. Oh, we can't, wait, we can't do that? Oh yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't do a, oh, interesting. I completely forgot that you couldn't do stuff like this. Which is weird why you can't, I mean, that should just work. You know? That should just work. That's okay, we can put a little, we got enough room we can expand out further. So what we can do is we can just put a little short piece here. And then we do the turn. Actually, I need to move that a little further more. A little further this way. So, put it here, and then we can do the turn. So, like that. And we remove this one. Go on this way. And then we do the turn here. So we need to be able to do this. And then, yeah, we can put a straight piece. Wherever the train station ends up being. I don't exactly know where I'm going with all this, to be honest. Yeah, so this is going to be the return line. This is going to be the incoming line. So we're going to need to figure it out. Figure it out. Okay, can we take a full corner right here? Okay, so this is where the train stations are going to start then. So that we can make a full corner. Because there's going to be a lot of these going along the ends and stuff like that. There's going to be a lot. Okay. So then make this orange. Yeah, just go along here and paint all this orange. That's where the train stations are going to start. So on the edge line right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is, let's see, was it here? So we established this last time, that we can put a track right up against here and it's just like as if it was in the station. So putting this like this doesn't matter, this is just so we can attach the freight platforms to it. We should do the fluid freight platforms, to be honest. Because the water is right there, so. Yeah, I think we should do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, just making sure we're not going to walk off the thing. And then 5. And we take this fluid freight platform. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the train station. That's what I wanted. It's a train station. And then we put a train station on this end. And this will be the actual train station. So there we go. And then we need, I think is it 3? I think it's 3. We need 3 extra. Okay. What I'm going to do is do it this way so we can use the camera. Okay. There we go. So much concrete just being wasted. I don't know if we're going to be able to connect this train station up to the end line though. Yeah, that's not going to work to the return line. Yeah, the return line, the closest it can be. Now let's get the return line in here. Oh, we're out steel beams. Get some more on the truck. Yeah, let's get that in place first, and then we'll shift this. We'll use Micromanager to shift this over. And then connect up to it from there. So we're probably gonna need a couple more concretes, but we need yeah, all the steel beams. Okay. We're probably gonna need even more materials as well. So yeah, we're not gonna be able to put this here, like I thought originally. But we can put this here because this is the return line. Oh, we'll put it. We'll just get it down. That's probably a good thing too because of the pipes. Yeah, so it'll be as long as the train stations. Oops. That's actually not how I wanted that. No! Actually, what am I doing? There we go. Now we'll get it going. We might even need to move these even further this way. We got quite a ways to expand in order to get all the rails and stuff, everything where we want it. So it's not like we're constrained by space yet. Wait, is this correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that one. Yeah, okay. So then, okay, so this is the thing here, and then the closest this can be actually is over here. Yeah, that's the return track right there. So it needs to be moved over to this spot here. Okay, so then we just need to micromanage. There we go. Oh, we need to micromanage the pieces in the middle, don't we? Yeah. Because technically these are separate entities, even though they're the same. You know what? I think it's going to glitch out. Let's not take a chance. Now that I think about it, I'm just like, you know what? We're just going to do it this way. Okay. Give me a train station. Just in case. because I don't think that's connected. We're gonna have to. Yeah, like I said, that's why I hate the rails in this game. It's very finicky sometimes. It's like even though that clearly works, the game's like, nah, that's not gonna work. So now we gotta completely rebuild that rail as well. Because the game doesn't want to connect to it. Because it's just like, no, corner's too sharp. Whatever happens. I'm hoping that they can fix some of that eventually as well. Yeah, it's probably a good thing because with this being out, the pipes, the train would run into the pipes. So I'm actually kind of happy that I need to move this over because then that gives more room for activities, connection activities. Fluid freight platform. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Okay, now, I don't know, can we hook this up? Nope. It's going to be a pain in the butt. I don't know how you solved this, how you would solve this issue. Right here. Other than to use a mod. It's the only thing I could think of. Because this right here is just the most annoying. That this won't connect because it's too sharp, apparently. I don't know how I can fix that. It just doesn't make any sense why that wouldn't be able to work. Because it's a longer corner. The game's like, nah. Alrighty, well, I've had a look. Just within that few seconds here. For you guys, that would have been instantaneous. That would be instantaneous, I'm sure. That was fun. So yeah, I had a look. I did find a mod that I was looking for, and just completely forgot about. The mod is called Flex Splines. Flex Splines. There we go. Also by Andre Aquila, one of the best modders for this game. I say one of the best because there's a few good ones. There's a few great ones, and Andre Aquila is among them. So I'd say Andre Aquila definitely makes the most mods I've seen for Satisfactory anyway. Definitely some of the best mods that I've come across anyway are usually by Andre Aquila. Usually if you're looking for a mod and you find a mod, it's usually by them. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go take a look at it real quick. But yeah, I just moved all the moved the train station over one. The only problem I'm going to have is the Flex Splines is a mod that doesn't remove the building restrictions. It adds an entity that has no building restrictions. And therein lies the issue. Once our mods break and we got to remove our mods in order to continue the series for a little bit, we're going to lose those entities. Even though if those entities are the same, they're different IDs. They're attached to mod IDs. So, and I'm assuming that's the only way. You can't just remove the build limit in this game. Yeah, there it is. So right there, I'm just gonna unlock it. Flex 2, apparently. Don't know why it's called Flex 2 or Flex 3, I guess. Oh, that's unlocks. Okay. This basically just removes the build limit for a lot of stuff. Did I miss one? So this one's Flex 2 for only Mark 2. So Mark 1s don't get a... They don't get a thing. Interesting. But yeah. So yeah, that's the thing about that. And then you probably find it... we'll probably find it in the build menu there. Somewhere. Like I said, it's going to be a separate entity though, unfortunately. At least what it seems like. Yeah, see the Flex Hyper or Flex Railway And I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys why this is going to be a problem. Because if we remove this mod, this disappears. We'll test it out. So I'm going to build this, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be the case. So let's say I wanted to build a track here, and then look, look at this corner that you could build. This pretty many. Yeah, we could build a pretty darn sharp curve right there. I wonder if the natural, or if the games like trains would be able to turn that way. I'm actually really curious. Yeah, see, this is why you can't go too sharp. Is because. Oh wait, no, it works. What? Damn. That thing's got some turning. That thing's got a turning circle. See, I don't know why the developers won't allow this. Like this sharp, I can understand this being too sharp. This is a bit much. Not even real trains can turn this sharp. I don't think so anyway. Like this is a pretty steep angle for the like this. If it had a load on it, and it tried to turn this corner at any sort of speed, it would just flop over. In the real world. But anyway, yes, that's actually pretty. I'm surprised that follows that so well. But it's okay. It's not perfect, but that's pretty damn cool. You gotta admit that that's pretty damn cool. I actually want to see. Let's see what it looks like. It's just gonna be a messing around mod. Messing around time. See what it looks like. This is the sharpest you can go. Man, this is like insane. Let's see what happens if I put this on there. Wow. And it actually, okay, yeah, it's quite floaty right there. I'm not laughing at the mod. I'm not making fun of the mod, by the way. Um, I'm just looking at it, going, man, it's just nuts how quick you can turn that. But yeah, let's build some track here, and I'll show you what happens. So we built the track, right? All right. Oh, and just so that you know, there's no trickery afoot. I'm gonna save the game. Okay, and you're gonna watch the game being saved. Um, I can't move my cursor, unfortunately. Yeah, we're gonna save the game with this entity installed, or with this with these tracks installed. So they're called the Flex Railway. Okay, and here's my game loading up. By the way, um, everything looks like mashed potatoes for a second. That's just how it loads up. Now you can see the track is completely gone, and the Flex Railway is completely gone from the list. This is why I can't use it. I can't use the mod, unfortunately. That is why I can't use it. It's a fun mod to play around with, but when you know that you're going to end up losing this mod very, very soon, that could be a few months or whatever, but I'm not going to be able to use it, unfortunately. Yeah, that's what happens when I load up the mod, or load up without the mod enabled. The tracks just disappear because they're a separate entity. Now, if you could make the mod to where it removes the limit of the game, that would be cool. But I'm pretty sure if that was possible, the pack utility mod would have done it with a command. They would have been able to remove the limits, the building limits, with a command. Honestly, in all honesty, it should be an option, because there's a game that does this already, that removes the building limits to the game itself, and you could build ridiculous stuff. It's Planet Coaster. They allow you to remove the building limits, to where you can build some insane roller coasters that would not be able to exist. Like it just wouldn't work. But anyway, yeah. So, oops, let's get our music going again. There we go. But yeah, so we've moved I just moved the track over, or the rail over. I'm hoping they can address this eventually to where you should be able to make sharper corners than this, but maybe I don't know, maybe the train should be able to slow down for it to make it a little bit better. I don't know. But yeah, they should be able to address this, because this is like having this sharp of a corner. It just takes up too much room. It takes up way too much room. 2x2 would be probably the sharpest, I would say. Um, and this right here should have been able to work um, as a 3x3, even though the track's technically a 3, even though the corner's 3x4, it should have been able to work. And it just didn't. It just refuses to work, which is annoying, to say the least. Definitely annoying. And then the closest we can build... Oh, whoops. I gotta start with the train station. That's another limit that needs to be removed. Like, why? Why do you have to connect this to a train? I've talked about this before, and it's just like... It's just another one of them things that just... It's a restriction put on the player that doesn't really make sense. You know, it's just like, okay, why is that restriction there? I might use the micromanager mod to move this over. I'm not sure. But yeah, we might have to expand out a bit further, and the reason for that is because we need room to be able to connect up to all these tracks without being restricted too much. But this is the second water, the second water train. Oh, and by the way, I'm connecting to the wrong track. I just realized that I'm connecting to the wrong track. This is the return line. This is not the regular line. So basically, we got to pull this over with this one here. And then take this to here. Yeah, so basically what's happening is the game's telling me, no, I can't do that, even though I should be able to do that. Like, the game should know I should be able to connect to this point. And that's what irritates me the most. Like, it's the... This right here should perfectly work, because it is a less sharp corner than if I move this, than if I put this here. It makes no sense. And just this is why I hate building the type of railway sometimes. It just makes absolutely no sense why things are the way they are. It's just like, okay, so why is that way? I don't know. And the developers really need to address this this limitation with the tracks and stuff like that. They might have addressed it already, and I just don't know. Let me do this. So this is basically what it looked like. Just duplicated up to, I think, 8 times is what we had set. I need to figure out a way to get this tracked onto this. Yeah, this track needs to be able to go up to that level. It needs to be able to go left and right somehow. I don't know. I need to figure this out, though. I do need to figure this out and figure out how I'm going to place it. But that's basically going to be that. Unfortunately, we have wasted way too much time on this Friday episode, and we're going to have to just about call it there. Like I said, yeah, it is a mess. I do agree. I do agree it is a mess. But there's probably a way I could do it. And whatnot. Maybe you guys have some ideas how I can make this work. Because yeah, apparently that's the closest. Like, we could definitely fit another rail in there. Maybe we just have one big station with multiple rails and just forget about this stuff. Like I wanted an extra storage, like an emergency storage, but apparently that's not going to work. Um, yeah, that's just definitely just not going to work. So there could be a few different things we could probably end up doing. I might be able to use the micromanager to slide this over, um, and we'll see if that works. Because I do like this little overhang thing, like it's a cargo bay type of deal for the different trains. Just for extra storage, we probably won't be hooking anything up anytime soon. But yeah, I would like to get these a little closer together, and the micromanager is the only one that's going to allow us to do that. Micromanager is the only one that will allow you to put buildings within buildings that the restrictions don't allow normally. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. This rail here, this is the incoming rail, so it needs to be able to access all the stations along there. Um, but anyway, I think that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. Um, I might play with it a little more this weekend. We shall see. I'm going to be very, very busy though, so probably won't do anything this weekend, but we'll work on it and stuff like that too. Just messed around a little too much this episode trying to figure things out. But we'll work on it some more and we'll see what we can do. But like I said, that is going to be it. And until next time on Satisfactory, you all, everybody here, right at this moment, you all have yourselves a good weekend. And like I said, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.